subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Hi everyone, my name is Anita Sharma and I welcome you all on Inkpothub Media once again. Every day is a new and amazing day, and today I'm going to be speaking with Professor Sujeet Kumar Sharma from IIM Trichy. He is an associate professor in the area of information systems, and I would call this story from it's a journey from Bulandshahr to Bulandi Ka Safar. So I welcome Professor Sujeet Kumar Sharma. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Anita. Thank you for inviting me to share my research experience, research exposure at your platform. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for accepting my request. And so you have written more than 20 A category or A star papers. You are serving as coordinating editor of ABDC, different ABDC journals. You have received Best Researcher Award at SQU 2018. You have more than 2,500 citations. Your RG score is more than 30, right? So how does it feel? I want to know everything about it, and I also want to know that you started your journey from Bulandshahr and you did your masters, your PhD, then moved to Oman, then you worked there, came back to India and joined IIM Trichy. Tell me, how does it feel? Tell me more about your journey from Bulandshahr to IIM Trichy.
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Anita, it's a quite interesting journey. So let me begin it from scratch, from zero.
Yes, sir.
I was in my village. This is a small village, Surkhuru, in district Bulandshahr, and I was there till graduation almost. And there is one interesting aspect of this. I used to walk, about 15 kilometers every day when I was in graduation.
Oh my God.
And one of my friend and me, we used to go and walk to college and so on and so forth. And after that, I completed my master's degree in mathematics from IIT Delhi. And then I passed this NET exam, joined one private engineering college, in the Plus Engineering College, Ghaziabad, in 2000. And then during that period, I finished my PhD also.
Okay.
And when I was in the Plus Engineering College, I used to dream like, I should have an article with Elsevier logo. And that used to, fascinate me, used to feel like, yes, one day I should have one article, my name with Elsevier logo.
Okay.
During this, whole process, I was teaching, and teaching was my passion. I used to feel like, yes, I should teach. And then I did my research. And after completing my research, I got offer from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi, in Bahrain.
Okay.
And I joined in Bahrain in 2009. I served there for 2 years as associate professor from 2009 till 2011. And, there is one incident happened during my stay in Bahrain. One day, director called me, and asked me to teach, SPSS course for MBA students, because in 2009, SPSS was, something which MBA students used to learn, and they wanted to know more about, SPSS. And, then I, at that time, I was not, familiar with SPSS. Okay. I was knowing there is some software. And good thing with me was I had my PhD in statistics. So that was added advantage. I heard about SPSS, but I never worked. And I promised to director, okay, I'll teach SPSS to MBA students. And in the first 6 months of my stay in Bahrain, my family was not there, so I had lot of time. So I used to spend a lot of time on YouTube, watching SPSS and learn. And then I taught, and they were very happy. One of the student, had a project during that MBA, and we used SPSS, and then we did some data analysis using SPSS, and then we did that project, and we converted that project into a research paper.
Okay.
And that research paper we presented in a conference. In that conference, when we presented that research paper, there was a lot of appreciation from faculty members who were present there. At that point in time, I thought this is a good domain. I can do some research in this domain also. I had my PhD in statistics, and I had very limited exposure to research during my PhD. But yes, here I felt that this is a domain where I should explore. I should, learn more. I should, do something in this domain. And
so I think that conference exposure gave you a kick to start and think about this research journey.
Yes. So that was a point where I thought, yes, this is the domain I think I was looking for, where I can do some research. Right. And during this period, I got offer from Sultan Qaboos University in Oman. And this was time in 2011.
Okay.
And that university was, highly ranked in Gulf region. It is QS ranking, within 250. So it was highly ranked. So I thought it's a good opportunity. And then I joined there. And there I met faculty members who got training from Europe, from US, from Canada, from Iran. And there I used to interact with them. And in first few months, I felt like the research they talk, that I can also do.
Okay.
It's not something which is something a very different or very difficult, or this is something which I can also do. And then I started working on a project with my colleague there at Sultan Qaboos University.
Okay.
And that paper we submitted, and that paper got accepted in ABDC C ranking journal.
Okay.
So that time it was a big thing, like, okay, you got paper in C ranking journal, and it was Scopus indexed also. So it is about 2012, beginning of 2012 or so. So it was, something great. And then we thought, okay, when we can publish in C category, let's try for B category also. And then I worked with my colleagues there. And then we wrote another paper, and we submitted in some B category journal, and it was also accepted. So it was, about 2013 or 14, this paper got accepted in B category, and we wrote few more papers. So we thought, okay, it can be done. So this is how, the journey was going on. And then, one day we planned for a paper that let's go for little up, that next level journal, because up to B is fine. Let's try to publish in some A category journal. Okay. Because A category was, something which people used to say, it's very difficult, and you are in Oman, and it is very difficult to publish from Oman, and so on.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, let's try. And then we did some work, and then we published in A category also, and so on and so forth. So this is how was the initial journey of my research.
So, you have got more than 2,500 citation, and I explored your Google Scholar profile as well, which talks about your two papers, which are very interesting, and they have got more than 250 citations as well. So the first paper, which is around artificial intelligence, uh, tell me more about this paper. Must be very close to your heart. Tell me more about it.
Like, one professor, Yogesh Dwivedi,
Hmm.
he wrote an email to me one day that,
Hmm.
Dr. Sujeet, we are working on a project, on a paper on
Hmm.
AI.
Hmm.
We are developing a comprehensive document, and we have invited scholars from around the world.
Hmm.
And he invited altogether 35 scholars.
Okay.
And these 35 scholars were from industry, from academia, from
Hmm.
Europe, from US. So it
Hmm.
was a good opportunity. And
Hmm.
then I jumped into, and let me take few names who were there in this list.
Hmm.
Yogesh was there, Professor Marine was there, Professor Paul Jones,
Hmm.
Professor Michael Williams, Professor Rana and Banita from University of Bradford,
Hmm.
Professor Arpan and Professor Vignesh from IIT Delhi, Professor
Okay.
JB Singh from IIM Trichy, and
Hmm.
some practitioners were there. So
Okay.
we all together, came, and then, we compiled this work in a way, and then we published this work. And
Hmm.
this paper is like a Bible, or it's a 50-page document, single,
Hmm.
space, and it's a like comprehensive document on AI. So
Hmm.
this is how, and in past 2 years almost, it has received more than 250 or around 250 citations.
Yes, in 2021, and got 253 citations, which is commendable, really inspirational as well. Any other paper which you would like to talk about, which you think that very close to your heart, and the journey was really tough to get it published? Tell me more about any other paper of yours, which is very close to your heart.
Yeah. Actually, there is one paper, we planned in 2014,
Uh-huh.
because when I was publishing in, some big category journal,
Hmm.
then I thought, let's plan something little bigger.
Hmm.
So there I thought, okay, we'll work on some project. Then I was looking for some good topic, and then I thought, that time social media was a buzzword.
Hmm.
Social media, people were doing research on social media. I thought there are many scholars, many students,
Hmm.
particularly graduating students, or post graduation students. They use social media for some academic purposes also.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
use some collaboration using social media. So
Hmm.
let's explore this domain. And then I formed a team, of 3 people, like me, and there were 2 more, faculty members in Oman. And interestingly, both of them were naive to the research. They had no
Okay.
publication, they had no exposure to research, but they used to think about research. They used to, think, okay, we should do something. So then, I formed a team, and then we worked together, and we submitted this paper in Computers in Human Behavior. This is
Hmm.
one of the highly ranked journal of Elsevier. And we were not expecting that this journal will accept our work,
Okay.
or we thought like it will be rejected from desk.
Huh.
I used to see that manuscript central every day, that it has passed the the desk or not. So, and one day I saw that it is under review.
Huh.
So we all 3 celebrated that, yes, we have done something.
Okay, how
So
do you
then,
celebrate? How do you celebrate these small successes?
we came together, and we went for have some coffee there in Oman.
Okay.
So this how we
Huh.
celebrated that our paper has gone in under
Review.
review in a category journal.
Huh.
And luckily, I would say luckily only, because when I see back that paper, I see that there are some mistakes we made,
Hmm.
but still it went through.
Huh.
So after 2 months or 3 months, we got revision,
Okay.
and that was a like big day for us again.
Hmm.
And then we worked really hard.
Hmm.
We submitted first revision, and we got one more revision. Then we submitted second revision also. And after about a year or so, that paper got accepted. So that was the first paper. And, even today, that paper has received more than 200 citations. So that work is really very close to my heart.
Okay. So I think after that, there is no looking back.
Yeah, then, journey started.
Then
and that was my first paper in ABDC rank A. And it was in 2015. And then this paper came into, in online form in 2016 or so.
Yeah.
So in past, 5 to 6 years, I have published about 20 A or A star, papers.
Yes,
so journey is quite interesting.
Tell me, you moved back to India from Oman, right?
Yeah.
And you joined IIM Trichy. I can see a very beautiful background you have of IIM Trichy. Tell me, why did you come back to India?
Yeah, this is another, interesting point. To be very honest, the idea of going to Gulf was, to make some money, to be very honest. And then we worked there, and I learned many things there. And then after some time, I thought, now it's enough. Though people feel like there is no end to it, but I felt like something is missing. And let's go back and, do some research, do some work in India. So that, and along with this, there was one, family, pressure also that,
to come back.
To come back. So these two things, came together, and I got opportunity in IIM. So, and this was again my dream to, be part of IIM or IIT, join and teach here. So these 2-3 things came together, and then I came back to India. Okay,
so I think you joined in 2018.
Yes, I joined in 2018.
And right now you are the FPM chairperson as well. So I think the best combination to have you as the FPM chairperson, because you have published, and then you are representing the research space in IIM Trichy. Tell me, like, what kind of key message you would like to give to young faculties or budding researchers or upcoming researchers?
Yes, there are a few points I would like to share with the, young faculty members or, budding researchers. One point is very explicit, and, I hear from many scholars or even people from other domain. Like dream something big. This is one point I would like to tell to everyone, all scholars, all budding researchers. Dream big. You always think I will publish in the top journal. But how to achieve that? It is not just, dreaming big is not enough. You have to work also. So what points you should follow? Number one, you should follow some 5 to 10 scholars on Google, scholar, portal or, website, and see what research they are doing, and regularly follow them, and read their research papers, and read more and more and more research papers. I read about 2 to 3 papers every week, full papers. And I would recommend, all budding researchers, all budding scholars, that read more and more and more papers, and from the top tier journals. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing is, many times I hear from scholars, they avoid reviewing papers. I would strongly recommend review papers, at least one paper in a month. And review means do your best review. Like every review should be the best review. And give details like, what is the strength of this paper? What are the weaknesses of this paper? And don't give just bullet points that this is lacking here, lacking there, and this, and so on and so forth. You put the points that this is the weakness of this paper and give possible suggestions also. This is how you can improve this paper, right? But again, do not become co-author. Like, you do not think like you are a co-author of this paper. Think you are an advisor. Sometimes we think like, now I'm going to change this full paper. Okay, do not think that way. Try to become advisor to that paper and give your points, give you details. And another point I would like to tell, write papers. Many times people read a lot, but they don't write. And not only write, submit also. Because many times we write and we don't submit, right? Because, not submitting is the worst thing, a researcher can do. Because we write, papers and we put it in ourselves. And we keep on thinking, oh, I'll improve it further. I'll make these changes, I'll do those changes, and then I will submit. And that date never comes. So submit also. So these are few, suggestions to scholars and potential researchers.
What keeps you inspiring? What keeps you going?
Again, these big dreams. I keep on dreaming something big. I keep on thinking like how these emerging technologies, I'm into this emerging technology space, how these emerging technologies can solve some of our, societal issues, some of our, organizational issues. So these things keep, on, motivating me that do more research and publish in some good journal. So this is how, things are moving on. And yeah.
Okay. May all your dreams come true and you be the best researcher in India. That's my wish. And I hope that you are going to shine and rise and inspire so many people like me because I always try to write. And then a lot of papers are in my shelf. I think I should also send them, keep on sending them. I should not be worried about rejections or R&R. I think that's the key takeaway I have from your interactions, sir. Your wise and inspiring thoughts. So thank you so much, and I'll be keep on coming to you again and again.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. Thank you so much for having me on this platform, and it's really good. Keep inviting more and more scholars to your platform.
I will, sir, certainly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great to see you all here. Thank you for watching our work. If you have not subscribed to Inkpothub Media, then please hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel and support research celebrations in India.